Hi there. As cheap as mercy may appear, like the book of Lamentation tells us that the steadfastness of the Lord never ceases, and his mercy is renewable because it is renewed, is new every morning. Mercy might appear to be cheap, but believe me, not everyone will obtain it because there is a certain disposition that is required before mercy is dispensed, and that disposition is called brokenness. In the gospel reading of today, we read about the story of the prodigal son. The young man waking up on Kolos goes to his father and says, "Share your living between me and my brother." Listen, did you notice that he may not even have added his father in the sharing formula? But after he did and left to a distant country, scripture said that when famine struck and he became so hungry, there was an act of brokenness. He said, "I shall arise and go back to my father." How many of my father's hired servants, they all have more than enough to eat, but look at me, languishing in poverty and in hunger? There was a disposition of brokenness, so much so that he had to even rehearse what he would tell the father. "I'm no longer worthy to be called your son, just take me as one of the hired servants." And on reaching home, scripture said it was the father who ran to him and embraced him. The boy knew that, like any one of us, would have taken advantage of the father's approach towards him and said, "Well, there is no need to recite what I have memorized since my father has already forgiven me." But he looked at the father straight to the eyes and perhaps said, "Not even your honor can make me not to show how broken I am." And he goes ahead. The father did not even say, "Go and wash him first." He said, "Put a robe on him, because I see what I'm looking for before mercy is dispensed, and that is brokenness. You're broken enough, so you become a candidate." Listen, the strength of God does not rest on strength, just like mercy does not rest on certification. The elder brother came and said, "I have been with you all this while." He presented his credentials like many of us do. We go to God wanting to obtain mercy, but we begin to promote and pronounce our righteousness. Listen, it is not your duty, it's not your commitment, it's not your devotion that will guarantee mercy. It is your brokenness. And the father comes to the boy and said, "Listen, I know you have been with me all this while. I may not have done what you desire, but listen, your brother has shown that he's broken enough to obtain mercy." And even as the elder brother says, "This son of yours," the father said, "This brother of yours." You see what mercy can do. Believe me, if you're broken enough today, you will receive mercy. God bless you and have a beautiful day ahead.